because she figured she could never have done that.
I can't imagine. So we have Luscious on stage with Kendra Stevens. Give it our guest performance this year. Hey.
Mr. Calypsonian, are you ready to entertain, to lift people from their stress and pain, to criticize the failings of government and things to my nation's detriment? Why? If so, my mission has started, my armor is on to lift up the spirits of the Calypso man. I am faced with heavy opposition. I want you to join me, march and sing with me. No matter how strong is the opposition, let's all sing together and defend the asphalt. Sing, Calypsonian, sing. Raise your voices loud and sing. Sing, Calypsonian, sing. Give them rhythm after rhythm. We have a duty to point out problems and give solutions on how to fix them. And when people are not treated fair, yes, it judges politicians that don't care. As ambassadors, we must give them Calypso pressure. So sing, thy sing, sing, brother, sing, Trilla, sing, Tasha, sing. So sing, Bobby, Jedediah, Mystery, sing, Luscious, sing, Luscious, sing. Hey, Junior Monarch, who your monarch? Leo Club. Hey. Woman Calypsonian, what's your priority? To educate, to lead people from their ignorance, to demonstrate what it really should. Don't get caught up in personal abuse. Why? My mission is ongoing, things still on course to fulfill dreams that we may have lost. I am faced with the young generation. Some are not culture conscious, some are very ambitious. No matter how strong other genres may sound, we must never forget Calypso on the plantation. So sing, Calypsonian, sing. Raise your voices loud and sing. Sing, Calypsonian, sing. Give them rhythm after rhythm. We have a duty to point out problems and give solutions on how to fix them. And when people are not treated fair, yes, it judges politicians that don't care. As ambassadors, we must give them Calypso pressure. So sing, thy sing, sing, observer, sing, Trilla, sing, Tasha, sing. So sing, Bobby, Jedediah, Mystery, sing, Luscious, sing, Luscious, sing. What school are you representing, guys? Root Choir School, Junior Monarch. Hey? Calypsonian, we must be serious. All material must be universal. Let's break down them walls to penetrate the overseas market. Just be stagnant, use what we have to fuse. Why? My mission is ongoing, things still on course to fulfill dreams that we may have lost. I am faced with the young generation. condemnation, for selfish ambition. No matter how great and almighty some may sound, ancestors are watching, so let's right them wrong. Sing, Calypsonian, sing. Raise your voices loud and sing. Sing, Calypsonian, sing. Give them rhythm after rhythm. We have a duty to point out problems and give solutions on how to fix them. And when people are not treated fair, yes, the judges, politicians that don't care. As warriors, we must give them calypso pressure. So sing thy sing, sing observer, sing driller, sing Tasha, sing. So sing Bobby, Jetty and Mystery, sing Lusha, sing Lusha, sing. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the show. Calypso guys, Bouyon, Leo Club.
Thank you very much, Lucius.
Jamasha, fitting start to the Calypso segment with a song about the history of Calypso and the purpose of Calypso, and encouraging all the Calypsonians in the ring to sing.
So our Calypsonians this evening will certainly be singing, and singing. 5 Calypsonians this evening, and I'm really looking forward to this evening's competition. You know, last year, Tice and Moxie Shervy really set the stage and they set the standard. And this year they will be back. And I believe
Tice is 2 years defending now.
And looking for 3.
He has been the winner twice in a row.
And Moxie Shervy.
And Moxie Shervy came on the scene for the first time last year. And
electrifying performance.
Yeah.
And I know this year everybody has to come harder and harder to get those crowns from Tice or Mighty T and to get it from Moxie Shervy this evening. So everybody will be putting their best foot forward. I had the opportunity to speak to them on the Youth Vibes program a few Saturdays ago, and these young people are certainly ready for competition. And it was probably, about 3 weeks ago I spoke to them, and they sounded so ready. So I can imagine tonight on show night, we're going to get some very excellent performances on stage this evening. And I really can't wait to see what's going to happen.
This year we have 3 females and 2 males competing in the Calypso round. And there's a good representation of schools from a good geographical spread, let's say. We have Goodwill.
Yes,
we
that's
have
in Roseau.
which is in the Roseau general area. We have Paybush, which is up north.
And St. Mary's Academy back in town, but nonetheless a all-boys school.
Right. And then we have the Portsmouth Secondary, which is up north again.
And the Dominica Grammar School. It's a good collection of young people, and it should bring a good crowd as well. You know, we operate on Dominican time, so oftentimes the event will start and the crowd will look empty, but you'll put your head up in 2 minutes and it will be filled to the brim.
Yeah, and particularly in this weather, for now it is holding up, and we really do hope that it holds up for the rest of the evening.
I hope so as well.
And particularly you normally have schools coming down to support their competitors, their contenders.
Earlier, there was a crew, a Portsmouth secondary crew, standing in front of us. And you could always find them because their teacher is always there. I can't remember her name right now, but this teacher is always with her Calypsonians and her Bouyon Monarchs, and she comes with her batch of students. So we have on stage the NBD flag wavers putting on a presentation.
The youngest performers at the front line look like they must be 4 or 5 years old.
And they look so adorable. I saw them on the road and I was like, I can't imagine that these children walked or danced rather for the entire
From the entire parade.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know, the kids have more stamina, more energy than we do.
I think so, you know. I think so. I think, you know, just having fun.
And kudos to the NBD flag wavers. You know, they have been a staple on the scene
Yes.
for many years. I mean, from since I was going to school, I remember the NBD flag wavers were, you know, an essential part of the carnival.
Always.
Carnival performance.
I
Carnival
always wanted
parade.
to be a flag waver. I never got the opportunity, but I always wanted to be a flag waver. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm sure I would have enjoyed it. This evening, if you are tuned in via our Facebook or YouTube pages, good evening to you. If you'd like to see exactly what's happening on the stage, DBS has you covered with pay-per-view this evening. So you can get your pay-per-view on dbcradio.net/ppv for those who would like to see all the action that's happening on stage. But if you are not joining us on pay-per-view, of course, you could listen to us via DBS Radio's Facebook and YouTube, and of course our various frequencies as well. But if you want to see, pay-per-view is the thing for you. $15 only $15 to get you live coverage, visual coverage of the Junior Calypso and Bouyon Monarch competition.
And what an amazing opportunity that it is, that we can know Dominicans all over the world and people who are also maybe even in Dominica who cannot make it actually to the stadium,
Yes.
are able to get pay-per-view and to look at the show.
Very true.
You know, this is the kind of opportunity that did not exist a few years ago, just a few years ago, you know. It's one of the legacies of COVID-19,
Yes.
I guess, that right now everything is
Digital.
available. Yep.
And Maxine, I was speaking to someone recently, and they were saying, you remember when those things used to happen, and you had to wait till the next week for you to watch it on mapping?
That's right, that's right, that's right.
But gone are the days you can now watch it ball by ball, or rather song by song, on the stage.
So right now we have the young performers have just kind of made way for the older,
Yes.
the bigger troupe of flag wavers, and they are in a very rhythmic performance to one of our popular Bouyon songs
Yes.
from some time ago, sung by Derek Ra Peters.
And WCK. That is what you call vibes, Maxine. Vibes on the stage. And you know, of course, you have to warm up the stage before our singers can come. They
That's
say,
right.
well, you warm up the oven before you put a cake. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now, warming up the
Make
stage.
sure everything works right. Make sure the lights work right.
Of course, the
Make
sound.
sure the monitors work right and the mics work right.
And it gives musicians time, you know, to set up themselves, although they might be set up already.
Yeah.
But give Calypsonians a time to set up themselves as well. Warming up the stage, chauffer place là.
So maybe we can talk a little bit in the meantime, for those of you who are not viewing. We can talk a little bit about the upcoming Calypso segment. And the writers, for instance. So we see that actually in this competition we have 4 writers.
Yes.
So the first song presented by Alisa Louisi from the Goodwill Secondary School, A Time for Everything, is actually written by Mr. Ian Jackson.
Yes. And you know, in times before, I used to see Ian Jackson's name all throughout that run sheet. I would think, boy, this man is probably tired. But when that is your thing, that is certainly your thing. But Mr. Ian Jackson isn't all throughout this sheet. So I'm happy we're finding the talent where it is. We have Mr. Mikael Farrell, who wrote the song for Malik Farrell.
Which is for his son.
For his son, yes.
Yeah.
Then Tice Faustin, written by
And
Mr. Ian Jackson,
again.
written and composed by Ian Jackson, and he has written the past 2 winning songs
Yeah.
for Tice. Tice's team has not changed
Yep.
at all.
Yep.
So it was written and composed by Ian Jackson, mixed by Wayne Benjamin, that's Benji N2O, and it was
Who is the father,
Who is the
incidentally,
father,
also of Tice Faustin.
and mastered by Cornell Phillip at Imperial Publishing. So a solid team, Maxine, we're seeing from all 3 that we've called so far.
And then we have Mia Didier from Darice from the Portsmouth Secondary School. Her song Eye Infection was written by Derek the Hunter St. Rose. who is also a very well known and seasoned Calypsonian
Yes.
from the north. And so only fitting that he would be writing for the contender on behalf of the Portsmouth Secondary School. And musically arranged by Dion Brewster and mixed and mastered by DJ Taffy. So again, we see a mix of talent. We see different people getting involved
Yes.
in the art form, and these, you also notice that you see again the geographical connection. So
True,
the
true.
writer, I think Dion Brewster may also be from the north, because Brewster tends to be a north name, and Taffy is also from the north.
So I love that they're keeping it in their village, in their community. And you have to think of it too. Really and truly, if you get somebody from Portsmouth to make a song for a student in Roseau who is traveling to Portsmouth every day
Right.
to get that.
Or vice versa.
Right.
Or vice
And
versa, right?
we also have Fifth Senville. Her song was written by Gael Trilogy John Baptist, composed by Father Branca John, and produced and engineered by Lyndon Lestrade.
An
When I heard
interesting
that
team.
song, I said, boy, I can hear the team. I can hear the team behind that song, because their style is very similar to how Queen Melody performs and how Queen Melody sings. And you could really hear the composers and writers in the lyrics that are presented in that song. So we have a great mixture of musicians, writers, arrangers for today's competition. And that's only Calypso.
Yep.
Bouyon is a whole other team again.
Yep.
So it's definitely great
And
to see.
there's a level of mentorship also that takes place for the senior Calypsonians and these young junior
Yes.
Calypsonians coming up. And so again, you see that actually the writers, for the most part, are well-established writers and Calypsonians, and they work along with the performers to be able to present the pieces.
Yes.
There's something else that's striking me in terms of the ages. You did mention that the youngest Calypsonian is Malik Ferrell, the Reverend from Pepush Primary School. But the eldest now is 17 years old. So you have a 10-year difference between the youngest and the
And can you
eldest.
imagine they're performing at 1 and 2?
At 1 and 2.
What I would love to know how Malik feels right now, because to only be 7 on this grand stage, it truly takes confidence, and I'm happy that his parents are encouraging that confidence and his school is. But I'd love to know how Malik feels. Maxine, you were
Whether he
in
feels
this
intimidated
seat. You were in that
performing
seat recently with Camille Rose.
Rising Rose.
She was one of the youngest competitors last year in the competition. How was that feeling as a parent sending? How old was she at the time?
She was 10.
She was 10. Sending
was
your
10.
10-year-old on that stage, although you prepared. How was that feeling as a mother?
Well, again, I mean, as I said, I myself started performing quite young. I have to say, though, that the experience was also made a lot better by the camaraderie between the competitors. In particular, I very much appreciated Tice, who was the reigning monarch at the time and who still is. He really made Rising Rose feel very comfortable.
That's nice.
They were a good crew, and so I think she was quite comfortable going on stage. I think she was confident going on stage. At the end, dealing with the results as a parent, that was what was hurtful for me. That was a heartbreak for me, because she did not place. But again,
Having to comfort your child and then comfort yourself at the same time. I can imagine. Competitions are really something that either make you or break you.
they can be tough.
And it really takes a lot from not only the competitor but the people helping them. And we have to shout out to the people who have helped all of the Calypsonians and Bouyon performers, because we know it takes a team.
Yep.
A small team, a big team, but a team nonetheless.
Yep.
And we must commend all of the people who make it possible for these young people to come on stage and perform. These young people are all putting their best foot forward. But let's go to the stage for the judges' biographies.
He is also the first of teachers. He possesses a licentiate with first-class honors from the Superior Institute for Physical Culture in Havana, Cuba. He also possesses a certificate of distinction in gender and development studies from the University of the West Indies. A certificate from the Ohio University in copywriting and production for radio television from the University of Cordoba, Argentina, a certificate in Spanish instruction as an instructor trainer. Mr. Benjamin has been a Calypso judge for over 18 years in the National Calypso Monarch competition and over 8 years in the Junior Monarch competition, serving as a chief judge for that competition. Mr. Benjamin sings with a choir and has much experience in singing, which has led to him judging several singing/song competitions. He has also worked as a coach, mentor, advisor in the arts, and CXC assistant examiner in the arts. He is also an active member of the New Dimensions Theatre Group, a member of the Roseau Cathedral Senior Choir, coordinator of the Road Parade judging team, among many others.
Wow, that is an intense bio. And our next judge is Miss Nadine Riviere. So Nadine Riviere is the Dean of General Studies and Student Affairs at the Dominica State College. She's an avid patron of the arts, visual, literary, and performing arts. She has always held a strong appreciation for Caribbean and local musical genres, and Calypso is no exception. She started off as a Calypso critic and moved into being a Calypso judge for about a decade now. She's also judged the Junior Calypso Monarch for over the last 5 years. She has judged several other art forms and competitions locally and regionally and has served in service clubs like the Kiwanis and JCs and has sat on many committees in a spirit of patriotism and national nation building.
Those are quite the achievements right there. Very impressive.
Yes.
Next up, we have a biography from Miss Yola Toussaint. Miss Yola Toussaint is the former director of the Humane Society of Dominica and a dedicated advocate for community and the arts. She previously served as a president of the St. Alphonsus Scout Troop and remains an active member, demonstrating her commitment to leadership and youth development. A former Carnival Queen contestant in 2006, Miss Toussaint proudly represented her country in 2 regional pageants in the Grenadine Islands, securing first and second runner-up titles while earning the prestigious Miss Intelligence Award. With over a decade of experience in the pageantry, she is also a skilled walking coach and has been involved in the industry through Fashion Dominique and Mannequins Dominique, a local modeling agency that operated until 2007. A passionate Calypso enthusiast, Ms. Toussaint has been serving as a judge since 2023. She is also an active member of the Celtic Sports Club, where she plays volleyball and netball. Outside of her professional and community engagements, she enjoys traveling and baking. Most importantly, she is a proud mother of 2 amazing children.
Make some noise for our judges. So these are the ones who will be judging the Calypso round this evening. Now we know, Jojo, that each and every one of these participants here tonight will be backed up by the Signal Band. So Signal Band, we want to feel you guys. We want to do like a warm-up session with you guys, warm up your fingers and your hands and your toes. And we're going to warm you up tonight, right? So here's a little warm-up by the Signal Band before we get ready for our first contestant, our first participant for this evening.
7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 8.
JL and Jojo. Yeah. Ui.
So
All right.
once
That's the warm-up.
again, you are tuned in to live coverage of the Junior Calypso and Bouyon Monarch competition brought to you by the Leo Club of Dominica. Today we say thank you to our sponsors, the National Cooperative Credit Union, Carlton, Phillip, Motorpole, J. Astaphans and Company Limited, Rubis gas station at Casa Comfort, and I-Rocs subs and pizza. So come follow us to I-Rocs on the riverbank in Roseau. I-Rocs serves up fresh, flavorful subs and pizza made with quality ingredients. Whether you're craving a hearty sub or a cheesy slice, they have got the perfect bite for you. I-Rocs also has a special combo deal. Call 767-614-4768. To the stage now for our first competitor in the Calypso Monarch competition.
Alisa Louisi from the Goodwill Secondary School.
For everything. Make some noise and welcome on stage first participant, Alisa.
Alyssa.
Your mother are coming for you. I don't say you stay home and do your chores and do your homework. You want to party with friend?
Mommy, I'm sorry.
Home. Way. Lisa. We develop a new culture, we develop a new craze. Every time we hear a boom boom, we just wind up and misbehave. We forgetting homework and chores and circumventing our laws. It's like we living for zero and we just don't want to pause. Life cannot just be about free up. Time to reflect and take stock. If you agree, join with me and sing. There's a time and place for everything. Right now it's carnival, my Wednesday, everything stop. Everything has its season, and we better remain focused. We can't dance our life away. Listen to what mommy say. 99 days for the thief, but one day you'll have to pay. Life cannot just be about free up. Time to reflect and take stock. If you agree, join with me and sing. There's a time and place for everything. Zero is just distraction, and my friends, this is no joke. Time for positive action. Act now while there is hope. Parents won't always be there, so for tomorrow we must prepare. Get your sound education, cause hero will always be there. Life cannot just be about free up. Time to reflect and take stock. If you agree, join with me and sing. There's a time and place for everything. Right now it's carnival, by us Wednesday everything stop. Everything has its season, and we better remain focused. We can't dance our life away. Listen to what mommy say. 99 days for the thief, but one day you'll have to pay. Life cannot just be about free up. Time to reflect and take stock. If you agree, join with me and sing. There's a time and place for everything. Life cannot just be about free up. Time to reflect and take stock. If you agree, join with me and sing. There's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place for everything. To work and play. There's a time and place for everything. To party and pray. There's a time and place for everything. Juve and Ash Wednesday. There's a time and place for everything. To lose and win. There's a time and place for everything. To be Calypso queen. There's a time and place for everything.
Excellent performance by
So that was Alisa.
Alisa Louisi from the
Goodwill
Goodwill
Sec-
Secondary School.
A very petite 17-year-old. I could not believe that was a 17-year-old.
And Maxine, I know Alisa personally. And on stage, she looks even bigger because in person, Alisa is tiny. But a time for everything, a well-written song, a good message for the youth. That's what I appreciate about Junior Monarch. Message for the youth. And we need to remember as young people, our faces
Yes.
are very important in
Yes,
performing.
yes, yes.
Because being first is really a shocking factor
Yes.
to any competitor.
And for the presentation, which is 10 points out of the 100 points
Yes.
of the scoring,
But
5 points out of that 10 is for performance, and the other 5 is for stage presence. We'll give you more on the judging criteria, but I think we're moving very quickly on actually to the second performer. In the meantime, before he comes on, just to say that she presented the song as her presentation came off as basically she was a mother.
Yes.
These young people who were partying at the beginning, and she came out to deliver this message that there's a time and place for everything. And life cannot just be about free up. After Ash Wednesday,
we have to
Carnival
be
is
serious
over.
at some point.
Yes.
And take things seriously. Well written by Mr. Ian Jackson, and Alisa did that song justice, of course, with a time for everything. But Malik Farrell is next, the Reverend, our youngest competitor this evening, from the Pearbush Primary School, singing a song entitled The Sermon. And I believe we have a church on stage, fitting, for the Reverend.
Right.
Yes. But there's a somewhat church-like setup on the stage with a table and candles and white chairs and flowers. I think it's an altar, a cross
it's
and
supposed to be.
Bible. But
Candles.
let's go to the stage now for the Reverend Malik Farrell representing the Pearbush Primary School with a song entitled The Sermon, written by Michael Farrell.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Good evening, brothers and sisters. I said good evening, brothers and sisters. Let us take the entrance hymn as we welcome our main celebrant, the Reverend.
We have acolytes, priest.
Yes, the entire setup is on stage.
Maxine, it is fitting for the Reverend, of course.
So the Reverend was welcomed on stage with an entrance hymn. So right now we have We Go Celebrate is being played. He's walking around the altar with the incense.
Yes.
The thing that the incense burns in. And I think he's about to begin his actual presentation.
This is adorable.
Acolytes and all.
Yes.
Amen. Can I get an amen, somebody? Listen to the Reverend. Let us pray. Say, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Don't look surprised, the everybody come clean. Too many issues lying within. Start repenting. Parents, help your children succeed. Cause your self-respect is lacking. Tell us your goals are calling. Listen to preaching. You could be young or old your understanding. To achieve your goal, don't stay standing. Life will give, life will take away, but never lose hope. I say, listen to the Reverend and never lose hope. I pray. Amen. Can I get an amen, somebody? Amen. Listen to the Reverend. Let us pray. Say, I confess to Almighty God that violence will come to a halt. Murder and crime will leave our land. No more guns in our hands. Teenage pregnancy back on the rise. If you know the Father, you open your eyes. Incest abuse, drop out from school. Innocence misused. You feel be young or old to understanding. To achieve your goal, don't stay standing. Life will give, life will take away, but never lose hope. I say, listen to the Reverend and never lose hope. I pray. Amen. Can I get an amen, everybody? Amen. Listen to the Reverend. Let us pray. Say, Lamb of God, please take away illegal drugs from our society. They think money nice, please think twice. Don't destroy someone's life. I see our athletes taking rum shots. Upa wet, utema sot. You can be the next day, but you creating your disaster. You go beyond ultra understanding. To achieve your goal, don't stay standing. Life will give, life will take away, but never lose hope. I say, listen to the Reverend and never lose hope. I pray. You could be young or old, show understanding. To achieve your goal, don't stay standing. Life will give, life will take away, but never lose hope. I say, listen to the Reverend, never lose hope. I pray. Service has ended. Go in peace. Amen.
Never lose hope. I say,
Listen to the Reverend.
never lose hope. I pray.
Listen to the Reverend.
Never lose hope. I pray.
Listen to the Reverend.
Never lose hope. I pray.
Listen to the Reverend.
Never lose hope. I pray.
Listen to the Reverend.
Never lose hope. I pray.
Listen to the Reverend.
Never lose hope. I pray.
Listen to the Reverend.
Never lose hope. I pray.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow.
That-
Maxine,
That was a strong presentation.
Oh my gosh.
That was a very strong presentation. Very melodic song.
Yes.
Very classic calypso, and he stayed on key for the entire song.
Maxine, this young man, if he continues in the field of calypso, he will go far. Malik Farrell, the Reverend for the Paybush Primary School, that was excellent.
Very well done, very well done. And the song basically was a song of hope. Never lose hope.
Yes.
It spoke about child abuse. It spoke about it's time to repent.
All the wrongs in society,
yes,
and how we as people can do the right thing and ensure that our society is what it has to be. What a lovely rendition on stage.
Very well done. Very well done. And 7 years old.
Yes.
The Reverend.
Good job, Mikael and Giselle and the team at Paybush Primary. That was awesome. But coming up next is our reigning junior Calypso Monarch, Mighty T, Tice Boston, with a song entitled Jump Like Thea.
Coming on stage right now, defending Monarch, the Tice. Mighty T. Looks like there's still a little bit of setup going on, so we can speak a little bit about the judging criteria in the meantime, Jamasha.
Yes.
So first we have lyrics and melody, 35 points for each. And within lyrics, we have originality, coherence, narrative, structure, and storyline.
Special thank you to our sponsor
And
for making this
Within melody,
yes, we have basic melody, compatibility, and rhythm for a grand total of 35 points as well.
so that's 70 points out of the 100 points is for lyrics and melody. Then you have
Rendition.
20 points for rendition.
And we see articulation, diction, and voice quality for rendition. And lastly, of course, presentation. And we have stage presence, performance for a total of 10 points. And you have a grand total of 100 points.
So we see that very similar to the senior calypso competition. The points are very heavily weighted towards the actual quality of the composition itself,
Yes.
right? 35 points for lyrics, 35 points for melody. So that's before the performer even really comes on stage.
So really and truly, the performer can just stand and sing, and you can amass 70 points standing and singing or sitting and singing.
Well,
But of course,
the thing of that though also is that if you don't carry the melody well, then we won't know what the melody
that's true,
truly
though, that's
is.
true. But
So-
if you can carry and your lyrics are on cue, you can just stand and sing. But that's ridiculous, though. But just saying that these two things really carry a lot of weight when it comes to this competition.
Yeah. And this is an ongoing conversation that has been taking place in the public sphere, whether it's a song competition or a singing competition. Anyway, Mighty T is coming on stage. The presentation is beginning. So we're going to, right now we have some athletes who have come on. The name of the song is Jump Like Thea.
Yes. And I was expecting Mighty
It looks
T.
like a recreation of the press conference, maybe.
I was expecting Mighty T to sing another song of I Come Back because he was going, then he came back. So I was
think there's much more.
expecting.
What would he say? He stayed?
I stayed. To the stage now for Mighty
Can
T.
make the football team now?
Come on, fellas. Come on. I ain't not only talking about, but come on, fellas. I mean, life hard, sometimes, but you can get over that. Jump over them hurdles. See that? See fear. She just win gold. Come on, all you can be like that. All you must make it one day. I'm telling all you. I'm telling all you.
Yeah, boy, fellas. Single Mighty T. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, of course.
Respect.
Yeah.
Listen.
Was a delighted Thea Lafont, who was the flag bearer at the opening ceremony for her country Dominica, now a gold medalist.
Hi! Mighty T! Hit the on! Hey! Mighty T! Aye, body crown! Go for frustrate yourself. Young man, I know life not easy. Get your education and strive for prosperity. May be difficult, but a little fight you must show. Put your shoulder to the wheel, and I know you're bound to succeed. One day things will change, and your life will rearrange. So, over all the obstacles,
Jump like the jump.
but never forsake your principles.
Jump like the jump.
One day you'll achieve.
Jump the
One day you'll get that Olympic dream. Just don't give in, no. My titi, aye, one more time. Aha! Yes, my schoolmates, trust me, I can relate. I too had my fears and felt locked out of the gate. Sometimes you feel that you're looking down a barrel, but don't you give in and blow away your brain. Don't look down, please look up, that's where you must aim. So jump like fear, jump over all the obstacles.
Jump like the jump.
But never forsake your principles.
Jump like the jump.
One day you'll achieve.
Jump the
One day you'll get that Olympic dream. Just don't give in, no. One more time for the crown. Aha! Never ever quit. Yes, who feels it knows it. The pressure is on. One day to diminish. Keep running that track, and success will come at last. You just keep up and jump to have the brain proud and steady on. So
jump like the jump.
over all the obstacles.
Jump like the jump.
But never forsake your principles.
Jump like the jump.
One day you'll achieve.
Jump the
One day you'll get that Olympic dream. Just don't give in, no. Aha! Come with it. One more time. Come again. Aha! Jump like Tia.
All right. So that was Mighty T with a strong performance there.
Mighty T from the St. Mary's Academy, and you can see why this young man is the reigning Calypso Monarch. Lovely, lovely on stage. And you know, hearing us and seeing us is two different things, but you can see us by our pay-per-view. Only $15 on dbcradio.net/ppv. So, of course, tune in there if you'd like to see. But Ty's Foster on stage with Jump Like Fair. And you know, I don't know if it is something that was thought of. Probably I'm thinking too deep into it. But seeing that Fair won for triple jump, and Ty's is looking for his third crowd.
Three-peat.
His three-peat is a triple jump. You know, probably I'm looking too much into it. But
well, you never know. Maybe that was part of the inspiration. And the message was presented through the song was a combination of academic excellence and comparing it to sporting excellence. And I guess sort of jumping over hurdles and never forsaking your principle. That was the message in all aspects of life.
And working hard for everything that you want. One thing I liked about Ty's song is not just only the words, but the music. It's not the typical Calypso music that you hear, the Calypso composition that you hear. And I appreciated that, you know, they mixed it up a bit. It was very upbeat. And it isn't the usual that we hear in our local Calypso balance. So it was very much appreciated hearing that from Mighty T.
And some strong and full brass parts
yes.
in that song. Mighty T is the son of Benji, Interesting that he has chosen to go the way of Calypso consistently so far, whereas his father is, very well known front singer in the Triple K TK.
Well, if we take a look at Shelly Alfred, Shelly started off as Calypso and now King of Bouyon.
Yep.
I could say
Yep.
King of Bouyon. That's my words there. Don't quote me, okay? But you could see that there's always a stepping stone into these things, and I believe Tice is looking to become the next Irish kid who dominated the stage when it came to Junior Calypso Monarch, and Tice is certainly on that path.
We want to say goodnight to the people who are on the pay-per-view. I'm seeing mixed reviews. There seem to be some people having issues with seeing.
Now,
but others seem to be able to see. So I'm not sure what is going on.
With all things digital, there will be digital issues as well. Some things are quite frankly inevitable. Some things are fixed with time. So, give our technicians this evening some grace, have some patience with yourselves, with our tech, and with the system. If you continue to flood the pay-per-view, of course, it will give issues. It's like opening a million tabs on your computer. It will get slower and slower. So, please just give us some grace and some time so we could rectify your issues. If you do have issues, the number to call is 617-329-9434, and that number is only for issues. Tell us if it's good as well, messieurs. If you are having excellent viewing, of course, lay bon, disa. When it is good, say it is good. Don't hold it for yourself. But nonetheless, we've got you covered with our live audio coverage as we await the next competitor. And it's spelled like the rice, but I don't think it's the rice.
I don't know if it's the rice or if it's the rice or if it's the rice.
Or
the rice.
I believe so, but I'll have to wait. So I'll have to, because I cannot imagine it is the rice.
The rice.
Because I would want to know, why is your name the rice?
The rice.
I think it's probably the rice. I suspect it's the rice. But Mia Didier is our next competitor. The rice or the rice, one of them. D-A-rice. I will spell it, it's safer. From the Portsmouth Secondary School with a song, I Infection. So we're waiting for Miss Mia Didier this evening.
So again, we have 3 judges tonight, and the criteria that they will be using to judge these calypsos. First of all, we have lyrics at 35 points. So 5 points out of that is for originality. And that is whether the song sounds like another song, whether it approaches the topic in a way that the topic has been approached many times before, or whether it comes at the topic from a different angle.
Is it authentic?
We have coherence, which is 5 points. So again, I guess whether the song is coherent and not jumping all over the place. Does it flow well? We have narrative, which is 10 points. Structure at 5 points. And storyline at 10. Structure is interesting because that speaks of what is a calypso technically made up of.
Probably structure might more so include the flow of the song.
Well, I think that may have to do with coherence. Structure, well, I guess to a certain extent. I think in calypso, one of the things that you see is that it's important to have a very distinct chorus.
True.
It's important to have a very distinct chorus, and of course, your verses must make sense. The song moves from a beginning to an end. It moves from a sort of a conflict to a resolution or something of this sort.
Everything on the lyrics is kind of a melange. One has to meet the other. But on stage now is the Reese. It's actually the Reese. The Reese from the Portsmouth Secondary School. Mia Didier singing I Infection.
on stage we have several people sitting with dark glasses on.
And on the screen behind is a story of corruption where we have police officers being bribed, lawyers, teachers, and preachers. But she's singing I Infection. So will this be a song speaking to the corruptions following us in society?
We have on stage also, we see, I guess, what's supposed to be a doctor.
Yes.
There's a board that says vision test.
And they all have glasses. I just realized.
They all have dark glasses.
Now that you mentioned, I just realized that they all have
the police officer has on dark glasses.
Yes.
You have someone in a Creole outfit, something like a traditional dress, in dark glasses. And someone else who may be a lawyer.
And the screen is reading the suitsy way. Epic.
So this is a whole dramatic production being played off between the stage and the screen.
Do the competitors get points for their presentation?
Come in.
Well, presentation, as we see, is only worth 10 points.
So Dr. See No Evil is the name of it.
I think Doris is now on stage and the music is about to begin.
So me and Didier from the Post
out there. Some of the people who should protect us are the most dangerous among us. Calling on the authority to something quick for the youth of our country. Doctor, I suspect an irritation in the eyes of one nation, and it's causing confusion. Doctor, prescribe some medication to improve our vision and skin infection. People acting like they don't see, unless it affects their family. We need to check this mentality. What affects you impacts all our we. Doctor, I suspect an irritation in the eyes of one nation, and it's a real cause for concern. Doctor, please give us the medication to improve our vision before it comes confrontation. A session time, 6-9. Speaking the truth, I am very worried as who's gonna take the lead in order for our youth to succeed. Listen, we must end selfishness and greed. Our city is not safe anymore because young people know to outlaw, and those who should lead from the head. It seems to me that the visions are now impaired. Oh boy! Doctor, I suspect an irritation in the eyes of one nation, and it's causing confusion. Doctor, prescribe some medication to improve our vision and cure the infection. People acting like they don't see, unless it affects their family. We need to check this mentality. What affects you surely impacts all our we. Doctor, I suspect an irritation in the eyes of one nation, and it's a real cause for concern. Doctor, please give us the medication to improve our vision, to seek out this generation. Let Kai have a one to pretty face. Who's that sound? Time we get back to the drawing board. Yes, bring back the manner in which we live has gotten us so aggressive. We need to stop turning a blind eye to something now before more young people have to die. Good Lord, doctor, I suspect an irritation in the eyes of our nation, and it's causing confusion. Doctor, prescribe some medication to improve our vision and cure infection. People acting like they don't see unless it's affect their family. We need to check this mentality. What affects you, trust me, impacts all our we. Doctor, I suspect an irritation in the eyes of our nation, and it's a real cause for concern. Doctor, please give us the medication to improve our vision before we lose our nation. Cyrus of the stage.
Society, your diagnosis is clear. You are suffering from selective vision syndrome.
So,
Stellar performance by Doris.
strong performance by Doris.
Yes.
A very interesting song written by Derek the Hunter St. Rose.
That was an excellent song. I must say, our young people, their clarity on stage is on point. Yeah, this year, I'm not saying, huh? What are they saying? No,
Yeah.
it has really been good.
The only thing I would say that she got caught in maybe shouting a bit, and so it affected to a certain extent her ability to stay on key, which would have affected her melody. But a very strong performance.
Certainly. And she has an
She was
excellent
very
voice.
passionate. She has a strong voice. Striking, strong voice. A very passionate. She definitely has stage presence.
Certainly.
And it was a well-written song.
So she spoke of the poisoning of society and how our society and our youth especially need to be protected from the dangers of society, of all the ills of society. So
And calling on the doctor to give some medication because we seem to have, at the end, the doctor diagnosed us with selective sight
vision
syndrome.
You can't wear Sauvle wear. Aye, aye. But that was the Reese number 4 out of 5. And coming up, our last Calypsonian, Faith Centville, also known as Queen Melody, representing the Dominica Grammar School, with a song entitled Speak Life, and it was written by Gael Trilogy John Baptist.
The young MC Jojo just made an almost unforgivable mistake.
Let me tell you, Jojo has to be careful with those names.
He attributed Queen Melody to the Portsmouth Secondary School.
Oh my God.
He had to quickly correct himself.
Yeah, boy. But these young people, Maxine, they have really been sounding great on stage. The future of Calypso is bright. I hope they keep moving along that trend and not just a one-time thing. But coming up next would be Faith Centville or Queen Melody from the Dominica Grammar School with a song entitled Speak Life. And Faith told me her song is one that will evoke emotion. So Faith, will I be crying this evening? Will we be crying this evening? Because I was told this is a very emotional song. But let's go to the stage for Faith Centville or Queen Melody.
Well, while the initial presentation is taking place, for those of you who cannot see, we have actually last year's Miss Teen, the reigning Miss Teen, who is a student of the Dominica Grammar School.
Well, not anymore.
Well, not anymore, but
but was a student at the Dominica Grammar School.
And she's being pulled from one side to the next
by, I believe it's an angel and, of course, the devil, because the one is dressed in all white, the other in all black.
And they're dancing, they are doing somersaults. Very interesting, quite Quite impressive, their movements on stage.
I must say.
So we have a young lady in black and we have a young man all in white. Right now he's actually carrying the Miss Teen. She's in pink, bright pink, and spinning her around on stage.
Yes.
And now they are leaving the stage and the song is beginning. So we're going to go across.
Queen.
Every day I fight, oh I fight. The voices in my head, oh I don't know why, I just can't put them to bed. Good versus evil, and I'm stuck in the middle. That good voice so little, while that evil voice on a rampage saying, you're foolish, you're worthless, all your hard work is pointless. The exam you must fail. Your future is death, drugs, or jail. Your mother don't love you. The world would be fine without you. And just when I grab the knife, ready to take me life, that good voice came alive, pushing me to survive. Believe me, yes I can. Believe me, yes. Oh yes I can become somebody. Believe me, yes I can. Believe me, yes. Oh yes I can become somebody. No matter what that evil voice rise, I will make it. I will make it. And even when the tears overwhelm my eyes, I will make it. I will make it. Beat on body, die down. Beat on body, die da 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 down. Beat on body, die down. Beat on body, die da 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 down. Some people they fight, yes they fight. This battle all the time. Look out for the signs, yes the signs. Even when they say they find. I wish my big brother was here to testify, but he's here no longer. I wish we had listened more when he said, I'm fed up, I'm helpless, my entire life is a mess. Nobody don't love me, not even my friends support me. They laugh me, they diss me. If I go, no one will miss me. Till one night he grabbed the rope and went on a slippery slope. Wish I could have gave him hope and these words to help him cope. Believe me, yes you can. Believe me, yes, oh yes you can become somebody. Believe me, yes you can. Believe me, yes, oh yes you can make it one day. No matter what that evil voice rise, you will make it. You will make it. And even when the tears overwhelm your eyes, you will make it. You will make it. Beat on body, die down. Beat on body, die da 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 da. Beat on body, die down. Beat on body, die da 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 da. Be sure to speak life, speak life. Don't let voices hold you down. Keep your head up high, and you will overcome. We all can do better at the things we manifest. Be a go-getter. Don't let voices have you sit down complaining. society declining. There is no silver lining. The future depressing. The country itself so stressing. System, oh Jesus, we need someone to save us. I wish I could heal the world, but I'm just a little girl, and I can't do it alone. This message is our own. Believe me, yes we can. Believe me, yes, oh yes we can become somebody. Believe me, yes we can. Believe me, yes, oh yes we can change the world today. No matter what that evil voice rise, we will make it. We will make it. And even when these years overwhelm we eyes, we will make it. We will make it. Be-da-ba-day-da-da. Be-da-ba-day, da-da-da-da-da. Be-da-ba-day, da-da. Be-da-ba-day, da-da-da-da-da. Calypso.
Wow.
Wow. Maxine, these Calypsonians, I believe if they were on the stage with our seniors, they could have made it to semi-finals and even finals, the types of performances that we saw today.
Certainly.
Ah, boy.
Very, 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 very strong song.
Yes.
Very interesting melody. When we talk about the composition, the actual song itself and the structure of it, we were speaking about structure a little earlier.
Yes.
We see that you had your verse chorus, but there was also a bridge that had a very interesting melody that not everybody could keep. And she ended on a chord that not everybody would hit.
This young lady is definitely a formidable young lady. She is the sister
of Tiffany
Tiffany
Marie.
Marie.
Yes.
So
you
of
see the
course,
vocal prowess.
singing runs in the family. All of the girls, I believe, can sing.
Yes.
So excellent job.
And it was an interesting song. So she had a very unfortunate circumstance in her family, and part of that came into the song.
Yes, I heard that.
The song was, the name of the song,
Speak
Queen
Life.
Melody, it's Speak Life. And the message was that you can lift up somebody. Yes, you can lift up somebody. Yes, you can speak life. And she actually spoke in it about her brother, and that she wished that she would have known, that they would have known to take him seriously when he said certain things that they wished that they could have realized before he slid down that slippery slope. And there is a lot of suicide in our society, particularly among the young men.
And not even just suicide, but depression.
Depression, yes.
Affects a lot of our young people. And
Yes.
oftentimes, we push it on the side and say, jeune, no panic, problem.
Yep,
You know,
yep,
you're young, you have
yep.
nothing to worry
Your
about.
problems, that's nothing. You know, that,
man,
you know,
can
those are
free
not serious
fall.
things.
But really and truly, our young people do encounter a lot of mental issues
And struggles, which is what you were speaking about. So you have the negative voices that are constantly speaking and saying that you're not good enough, so saying that nobody will miss you,
nobody loves you.
nobody loves you, and you're not good enough. And
So speak life into our young people.
very important
All
message.
people listening, always ensure to encourage and speak life into our young people. Excellent song written by Trilogy, Branca John, and engineered by Lyndon Lestrade. Very excellent job by our 5 Calypsonians. And I would ask you, Maxine, who is your favorite? But that decision is too tough. That decision is just simply too tough to make.
It
So
has been a very
cannot
good.
ask who
It
is
has
your favorite.
been a very good round of
It truly
competition.
has been.
From our 7-year-old the Reverend
To
all
our-
the way through to our 17-year-old Alyssa.
Right.
Every performer has brought their game. You know, we have seen some who have performed better in certain areas than others. But at the end of the day, the judges will be the ones to decide, and we will see whether our personal opinions align.
Very true. But, you know, they really did an excellent job this evening. And now they play the waiting game. Before it would be, okay, that's it.
Yep.
Let us crown our winner. But now you have to wait for
The second
bouillon.
round, which is the Bouyon Monarch.
But once again, let us thank our sponsors for this evening's broadcast. Thank you for making this broadcast of the Junior Calypso and Bouyon Monarch competition possible. They are the National Cooperative Credit Union, Carlton Phillip Motorpool, J.A. Astaphans and Company Limited, Rubis Gas Station at Casa Comfort, and I-Rocs Subs and the Pizzas.
Right now, we have some awards going on stage.
So we're going to take a few ads before we return to our stage this evening to thank our kind sponsors.
Head began to spin. Which one to take? You look like a Agadi, Jeep, car, pickup, bus, Honda, Isuzu, Toyota, Subaru, brand new or brand used new. See windshield like a Clewy and Soleila, beckoning him for a test drive. The smell of a brand new vehicle, tantalizing even more. Idi we gadi mweza famajani. He sell transport nuteni lemote piti. Si on vie mal buik feyan. Yes, I'll take that one, Idi. Madam Lady, I like it. Don't say Savadi, that is my side. And she places her school bag on it. Carlton Phillips Motorpool and Fokole kamene satisfaction pour famille, farmers, bus drivers and individuals for many years. Ready always to meet your transportation needs.
Or upgrade your space at Astaphans Home and Building in Funkole. We've got everything you need to create the home of your dreams.
From top quality lumber and hardware to stylish tiles and plumbing fixtures, we are your one-stop shop for every project, big or small.
Need expert advice? Our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. And with unbeatable prices, we'll make your budget go further.
Plus, don't miss out on our special deals and promotions, because making your house a home shouldn't break the bank.
Visit Astaphans Home and Building today, where quality meets affordability. Astaphans, your one-stop shop. Right place, right price. Located in Funkole and open on Mondays to Saturdays. Astaphans Home and Building, building your future, one project at a time.
Into your future when you can MCC, your community financial partner. Get yourself going. Vroom. National Credit Union has grown so strong. We cover many communities around. When Michelle and David to Delaford, now South East and Cassie Bruce get on board. The service we offer, it's excellent. Mortgage interest down below 6%. Wherever you are here overseas, we invite you come do business with we. We rebranded. Take your loans out for your mortgage. Buy your transport. Your small business, get your land loan for agriculture, for education, and all occasion. Wow.
She shouted, "What?" on my birthday, and her smile turned to a serious frown. "Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again." Husband says, "Well, I guess you wouldn't get that brand new vehicle from Carlton Phillip as I promised." When she heard those romantic words, her picker stand up, her eyes started to glow, her face light up like dumbling. But she thought she was being dumped on her birthday and being replaced. Then they embraced and hugged and kissed some more. Head straight to Carlton Phillip. She says, "Look it, honey, that's the ride. The new ride, the favorite color and style." They both hugged and embraced each other. Thanks to Carlton Phillip Motorpool, Funkole, telephone, email.
You're simply the best.
Look no further than Carlton Phillip Bonus Rental. Tansa, whatever your destination or translation or transactions, be it personal, business, leisure, pleasure, sightseeing, adventures, weddings and family vacations, whatever satisfies your personal driving needs in Dominica, think Bonus Rental from Carlton Phillip Funkole. Top of the line customer service, unbeatable prices, helpful and friendly staff. Renting a bonus vehicle has never been easier. It's all full service. And look, we've got your rental keys already at hand. Carlton Phillip, so prepare for memories that will last a lifetime. So go choose your bonus. Get your bonus, rent your bonus, drive your bonus from Carlton Phillip Motorpool of Funkole. Now with your bonus, go drive safely in your bonus.
Rubis, get going.
Often given, love is merry. I symbolize passion, and I am not just for show. What am I that makes feelings glow?
So what that be?
What am I?
But I asking.
But you have to tell me the answer.
What, repeat?
I'm round and red, but not a cherry. I'm often given when love is merry. I symbolize passion. I'm not just for show. What am I that makes feelings glow?
Well, a heart.
What is the answer?
A rose.
The correct answer is a heart. Congratulations.
Blessings, blessings.
SMA, smartest man alive.
That's a voucher for which church? So you give it to your mother for her to shop for you. Get all your stuff, your conkers and your drinks. Whatever you eating, my brother. What you does it?
Lobster.
Well, she can get lobster too.
$50 lobster.
Shrimps, lobster.
$50 that day, you know.
Yes, go, give it to your mother. She'll organize you.
My mommy say, oh, you need to double out and give it to the next person, which is me.
Get off my stage before I knock you out. Thank you very much to him for winning, and thank you very much to our sponsor, With Church Limited. We're gonna get ready for intermission, right? So we're gonna encourage you to support the bars, support all of the different vendors around the park, around the forecourt. Make sure you get your free ice cream, right?
By Creamies.
Yes, your Creamies ice cream. And we're getting ready for the second round, okay? So in the meantime, I will ask the DJ Slim, who is here with us tonight, to run the track.
DJ Slim, shock them.
Boy, freeze.
Whooshy.
Love me, baby, I will spend all my money. I will play your shit cuts. Buy you a ride, buy you a house, check you Irene. What you need to show me you love me. Tell me you love me, show me you love me. You need to tell me you love me and show me you love me.
So we heard our 5 competitors in the Calypso round, and we are just awaiting the commencement of the Bouyon competition. A new set of people, a new set of judges, a new set of judging criteria, a new everything on stage.
But also, just to go back a little bit to while we were on our commercial break, one of the things that the Leo Club did was to give some awards, recognition to individuals and organizations that have been with them consistently.
Yes.
So you saw Brohim, the sign man, Ibrahim Brohim coming up on stage.
Triple K as well.
Ian Jackson as a prolific writer, Josephine Gabriel as a consistent sponsor, and the Signal Band for their consistent support.
Yes.
As backing band.
And it's always appreciated to be appreciated when these competitions occur, because it takes a lot of hands to clap. Although you might think it's only 2, but it really takes a lot for this competition to take place. And it's commendable that the Leo Club continues to put on this competition in grand style. They are innovative enough to think on their feet and say, you know what, the Calypso is not attracting. Let's add a Bouyon aspect to it, and that has been going well. They have decided to choose persons like the signal band to back up what's what to attract that crowd that they need. But it is truly a commendable job by the Leo Club of Dominica, putting on this performance for a number of years, and it is something I hope will continue for years to come and become even grander.
Yeah.
Something we can even look at is introducing international or regional junior Calypso and Bouyon Monarchs to come to perform, or to even have a regional mixed competition is something that we can look at, because from tonight we can truly hear our young people have potential to be
Definitely.
to be on the big stage.
Definitely.
Bigger than what we have here at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium.
Definitely, but it's an excellent first step, you know. It takes a lot of courage. Not everyone can step onto that stage and put themselves out there like that. So to all of the people who have actually come forward to compete, we want to say, you know, a hearty congratulations that you've even gone this far, because there are many people who would not be able to take that step. But certainly we saw very good performances, very good presentations from the first 5 contenders in the Calypso segment. And a very good, in spite of the weather, there's a decent turnout.
And we're not seeing them in front of us right now because it's intermission, so I can imagine everybody went for something to eat, something to drink, before we come back and bumping and grooving at the front of the stage. I saw Portsmouth Secondary has a massive showing tonight, because when Darius came on stage, boy.
Yes.
If you were
and
there, you just have no choice.
They have Moxie Shelby as the reigning Bouyon Monarch.
So once
coming
again,
from
we will
PSS.
see the front of the stage being shaken.
And PSS has a very strong tradition of coming out to support their whatever it is that they are taking part in.
They will be there.
In my high school days, I was a convent netballer, and there was this ongoing rival between PSS and CHS, who were the 2 top contenders always for the netball championship. And you know, so for many years, because I went to high school a long time ago, I'm not going to say how long, but they certainly have a tradition of supporting their own, and of putting forward strong competitors as well.
And that really helps the competitors to see that the familiar faces are in front of the stage. It makes you more comfortable, and it also shakes up your competition.
Yes,
because if I am supporting my school, for the other people I'm standing at the front of the stage, my face hard.
Yes.
You cannot shake me.
Last year, even in the lead up to the competition, we saw videos going viral of Moxie Shelby performing in the schoolyard. So you know, all the students already knew the song, and they were singing along with her and all of that. And for the Bouyon Monarch in particular, that's quite important, because actually crowd interaction is part of what comes into the judging.
And as you speak of that,
criteria,
the judging criteria for Bouyon is different than the judging criteria for Calypso. So we have a mastery of lyrics this time around, and it is storyline, structure, narrative, and originality for 25 points. Then we have melody, 25 points as well, where there's basic melody, compatibility, rhythm, and I see originality again in the melody, because even that is important in Bouyon.
Yes.
Is your melody of your song original, or is it something that Signal Band had playing yesterday? Also, rendition is 30 points. Articulation, diction, voice quality, and intonation. Do I know what you are saying, or are you singing gibberish on the stage? And then there's stage presence and performance for a grand total of 30 points. Stage presence, performance, and originality, as well as attire, is important for this aspect, for a grand total of 100 points.
So very interesting. Whereas for the Calypso, you had lyrics and melody totaling 70% of the points.
In this
case, mastery of lyrics and melody total 50 points, 25 each. You have a heavier weight now for rendition, which is dependent more on the performer.
Yes.
So the rendition is 30 points, 20 points. No, 30 points.
So we see 10 for articulation. So okay.
No, but we have something is wrong
so
here.
I believe this does not add up to 100.
We have an issue.
We know that they are being judged on mastery of lyrics, melody rendition, stage presence, and stage performance. But the grand total does not seem to be 100 this time around. I'm not sure. We'll have to
But
take a look.
what we can see from this is that the weighting is definitely different. You have less of a concentration on mastery of lyrics and melody. It still is very important, but it's not weighted as heavily as it was in the Calypso.
And this time, we're seeing some additions, like a tire is a part of this. We have a number of different things. Diction, articulation, voice quality has been added. So you see, the judging for Bouyon is not the same as Calypso, because of course it's two different genres, two different expectations. You don't expect what you heard from Calypso to come back on stage for Bouyon, and if it did, you're doing the wrong thing.
And I'm assuming also that most likely we would have different judges as well for this round, for this segment.
I would hope so.
As opposed to the Calypso segment.
But something that I noticed in the Calypso round is that the young people who performed were embodiments of the people who wrote their song. I'm not sure if it came with practicing together with them, but a lot of the young people, you could see their writers and composers in their demeanor on stage, because I could see Tice on stage, and Tice reminds me of Trilogy.
But Tice's song is written by
someone else,
Ian,
but
yes.
I believe these people were part of the training, so we had Tice
Yes,
coming to
yes,
train them,
yes.
Trilogy, and all of these people. So I believe they embodied that, they took notes, because you could definitely see on stage that these young people paid attention, whether it be to pay attention in training or they watch YouTube videos.
Pay attention to them on stage, yes.
But they
yes.
paid attention, because you could see that even the young lady whose song was composed by Father Branca John, her performance was somewhat like him when he performs Calypso. So it is, you can truly see that they have taken notes. Even Malik Farrell, you could see Michael Farrell in his movements. So of course, all of these people are big parts, major parts in what comes on stage. So I wonder if we'll see the same when it comes to the Bouyon, where we have new writers and composers. So once again, 5 young people for the Bouyon aspect. The first being Quan Bun, 15 years old, under the stage name Quandary from the Dominica Community High School, with a song entitled Bouyon Lyrics, written by Markeisha Riley Mitchell, a teacher of the community high school actually, and performer is Sister Singers. Though that Mrs. Mitchell could write some Bouyon music, but of course Quandary from the Dominica Community High School.
And then we have Chavez Simon, who is of course the defending monarch, Moxie Shervy, 16 years old, coming from the Portsmouth Secondary School. And her song is Elevate, written by Lyrical Promise, produced by Little Boy 767, recorded at YW3N Studio, mixed and mastered by Judah John Baptist. So here you have again big name Little Boy, coming in as producer for this song, and we know that she's a very dynamic performer. She's very comfortable on stage. She actually was, previous years she was a competitor for Miss Tina as well.
I remember that, and I always looked at her as such a confident young lady. Even when she went up for Miss Teen, you could see that this young lady just
very comfortable on
exudes
stage.
confidence and stage presence. But coming in at number 3 is Josiah Fagan, 13 years old. I can't believe Josiah is only 13, but 13 years old, under the stage name of King Sire from the Goodwill Secondary School, and he will be singing Bouyon School, written by the Bouyon grandfather, Derek Ra Peters. And Josiah was actually the winner for the first Bouyon competition held in 2023. In 2024, he did not make it, and it really shook him. I spoke to him backstage, and Josiah was really shaken by that. But I believe this year he's taking that in, taking the lessons learned from that, and coming back stronger. I like his song. His song has a really steady beat, and it just tells you, sing me. And that is what Bouyon is about.
Behind it, he says that they are constantly beating the desks at his school.
Yes.
And so this is Bouyon School. It's an interesting song, and we look forward to seeing how it will be presented and all the others tonight.
Certainly.
At number 4, we have Dalicia Coffee, 15 years old, stage name Onyx, coming from the home of the cultural capital of Dominica, some would say, the Pierre Charles Secondary School in Grand Bay. And the name of the song is Bazudi. Not Bazudi, but Bazudi. Barzudi. And there's a reason for that, and you'll find out when you hear the song if you haven't heard it yet. And very interesting.
Was it written by Anonymous?
It is written. She has been consistently saying that she cannot say who the writer is.
I wonder why.
And that's a very interesting thing to find out.
I wonder why.
It piques my curiosity. Who is this ghost writer?
And you know they say curiosity kills the cat. So do we want to know? I want to know, who wrote Barzudi and does not want to be named?
So written by Anonymous. That's what's on the sheet.
Hopefully, they release that after the performance.
That ghostwriter, I'm not sure why that ghostwriter is hiding behind anonymity.
We even have ghostwriters here.
Apparently.
Bazudi. But coming in at number 5 will be Jean-Marc Bonny. 14 years old under the stage name JB Star. That sounds like a name of a rapper, JB Star. Representing the Calypso Secondary School, singing the song Carnival Lady. And that was written by Mr. Nathaniel Jira. So a whole new list of songwriters and composers. 5 young people on the stage, the youngest being 13 and the oldest being 16. This is a younger troupe in the Bouyon, so you see what peaks the
younger but older. Yes, you don't have the 7-year-old.
No, so we have 13
sort of
to
average,
16.
Yes, not a very large
just about
age variance.
And once again, we see schools across Dominica from the north, the south, the east. So we are really covered here, and it tells you that schools are taking peak interest in this year's competition. Although it's not the 11, 20 competitors that you used to see long ago, but still it is a good bunch of 10 competitors, 5 each, and we expect good things on stage. Coming up, I believe we're supposed to have some form of dancing by the Pashi Walk dancers according to our program, and then we roll into the Bouyon competition. But the program is running smoothly, nonetheless.
I want to make a comment, Jamasha, because we spoke earlier about the fact that the Leo Club has taken it on themselves to introduce this Bouyon segment to this competition. And one of the things that I think it does, and it will reflect in the Bouyon music of the future and even of the now, is that you are putting Bouyon into a stage of competition where you have to come up with lyrics that are being scored. You have to look at melody, because it's very easy to do Bouyon as a chant, a repetitive chant, not necessarily with creative melodies. A very sort of dub style.
You could explain as a sauté ele hooray kind of,
exactly.
just on the stage jumping and saying the same thing. And that's what set Chauves apart last year. Because last year, Bouyon was approached as just vibes. I feel like the competitors came on stage and they were told, just vibes, man, just have a good time. And Chauves came and her song was lyrically strong, and she performed that song as if she was telling whoever she was singing to, this
very, very
is my
confident
message.
Last year I do remember though that there were also some very strong lyrical songs. One of them stands out in my mind is one of the youngest competitors last year, which was Export the Bouyon.
Yes,
and that was a very good song.
It really was.
So we do what I'm saying is that competition tends to encourage a rise in quality.
True.
And it causes you to pay attention to what it is that you're doing. What is it that you're creating? How can you make it better? How can you refine it? How can you come up with an interesting melody that is still Bouyon?
And even
has the essence
as a writer, it forces you to be different.
Exactly.
Because what you produce for the Bouyon artists who have already made their name will be entirely different than what you produce for the young people who are coming on stage in a competition. That is your opportunity to say, this is what I can produce. Because our young artists have already made their name, and time again, they try to step up their game. But of course, people are comfortable with what they produce, so very little will be judged by our senior Bouyon artists. But on that stage, as a young person, you have to come strong and come different. And even for Calypso, we saw that the composers really worked when it came to making the melody of these songs different, because we didn't hear the same thing twice, or the things that we hear the seniors singing. And that is something I think the senior competitors should take in from this competition, that every year you try to be different. Some Calypsonians, you can always expect what they're coming to sing or what melody they're going to follow. So I think this is the year to truly look at these young people and test yourself. Take a chance on yourself and, say, this year I'm going to change my entire scope on Calypso. Because I really like the fact that what I'm seeing on stage isn't the typical Calypso music that you hear following. And I hope the same is going to come from this Bouyon aspect. Because a lot of time we just hear the same beat. Same beat. Following, chipping, following the same beat. And I would love to see authenticity on our stage, and if I had to give the Calypsonians points for originality, everybody would get 5. Really and truly, everybody would get 5. And that is why I cannot be a judge, because I would still be sitting upstairs wondering, boy, because it's either everybody have 100 or everybody have 90 or 4 have 90 and 1 have 100, because it is really a tough job, and I don't envy our judges, Maxine?
And big up to the judges.
Definitely.
Big up to the judges. But I do look forward to this next Bouyon segment. I look forward to seeing how the creators have mastered the lyrical composition, what kinds of melodies that they have put onto the Bouyon beats. I hope that all the songs remain true to the core of Bouyon, because that is another thing, what is Bouyon and what is not Bouyon. So that's one of the things that you look for in the composition as well. And definitely to see the performers come on stage with their energy, their stage presence, and bringing the performance forward. Maybe we want to speak about our sponsors and big up the sponsors of our
sponsors, while the judges make it possible for this evening. Our sponsors also make it possible for us to hold this broadcast. Our sponsors this evening are the National Cooperative Credit Union, Carlton, Phillip Motorpool, J. Astaphans and Company Limited, Rubis Gas Station and Castle Comfort, and I-Rocs Sub and Pizza. I have someone who told me that last year they believe that all of the performances were very commendable. The standard was high, and she said that she thought last year that these performances, they should take them and make a compilation every year. And that is really important, because a lot of time we scramble to find the music for junior Calypso and now the Bouyon competition. It really is hard to find their song, so we should take that into consideration. Put these songs together. I know they record it, so post it on YouTube and other streaming platforms. So of course they could get that recognition out of the stage.
And actually it would also be the opportunity to maybe encourage some of the younger writers, some of the writers who have not been maybe in the business for a long time, to get themselves registered with the copyright organizations, make sure that all their rights are in place and that kind of thing. So it's a way of introducing them very early on to the mechanics of the business behind the music.
As a young person, when you get older, you could go on YouTube and say, boy, look at my song now, boy. I know, right? My song that I sang when I was 13 years old, I have 1 million views. What do you know about that? You could use that as a little boastful moment for you, that I was a recording artist.
And you never know, some of that footage may be used in 20 years' time. So when we look now at somebody like Machel Montano, and you look at his story, you look at the footage of him when he was maybe 7 or 8 years old on stage as well.
And you say, look at the growth that you see.
Right? But you could see it in him at the time. I mean, you look at him now and you're like, oh my God, like Marcel had it.
Right.
He always had it. And so some of these, you never know in 20 years' time, some of these may be major superstars. They may be people who are making their living out of music and out of performance.
This can be a Netflix series,
and,
you know.
Exactly. You know, the footage from these shows might be flashbacks into the making of these great artists. So all of this is a platform for expression and for growth and for exposure, which is why I never subscribe to the narrative that you have people who lose on these shows. You know, I think when you participate in these kinds of competitions, there's always a win. There is always a win.
Unfortunately, in every competition, once the competition is attached, somebody must win and somebody must lose. It could be 3 of you, it could be 2 of you. One will be
there's
the winner.
Only one. There's only one who's named as winner.
Right.
But if you have a positive attitude, you will always come out with winnings out of it.
Yes. And you know, in the moment, as a young person, in the moment, it might be, boy, I fed up, I tired of that, I finished it. But when you sit down and you reflect, it really helps you for the following year to become better. And I hope that these young people have a team behind them that can teach them the value of not just winning, but the value of failure. Because sometimes failure is important towards your journey. You have to probably lose 4 times before you can win on the 5th. And that 5th time just might be 5th until ever, forever. So, you know, I hope the teams are really behind these students. I'm sure they are, to teach them the value of competition, the value of self-betterment as well.
And sportsmanship.
And sportsmanship, certainly, because they're really doing a good job on stage this evening.
We have our young MC Jojo and Jill just introduced again the the Pashiwok dancers. So the Pashiwok dancers have just come on stage, and again
they're dressed in sensei-like outfits.
An adaptation of the sensei.
Yes.
In different colors, bright colors. We see pink and blue and yellow and purple. And in front of me, I have an umbrella, so I can't see the other side.
You'll have to describe the umbrella. It is orange and gray. But thankfully, our technicians are forward-thinking. They have given us a screen
there we go.
to look at. So thank you to our technicians for that in retrospect.
The Pashiwok is a young dance troupe that has come on this scene over the past, I don't know, maybe 7, 8. You think it's
all that? I don't even think it's all of those years. Might be 5, because my sister is a member of Pashiwok, and she's 9, and she has not been. She's been there for quite some time, so it's probably been about 5 or 6 years.
And it's a group. It is a group that is organized and led by young people.
Led by 2 young ladies, and putting together commendable dances. One thing I love about Pashiwok is their outfits. It's always 1 age appropriate. And 2 always different.
Yeah.
It's not the usual African print by here and shimmer by there, but things are always different, and I like that.
So we have, I think, probably about 8 dancers on stage, 8 young ladies on stage dancing to soca music right now. And the music is about to change.
And fitting for our Bouyon segment.
Yes. Don't forget that the stream is also available on pay-per-view. So if you would like to see what's going on stage, then you can also sign up for the pay-per-view.
Yes. And our pay-per-view is only $15 via dbcradio.net/ppv. If you are tuned in via pay-per-view, thank you for joining us and your contribution towards DBS Radio's broadcast. Energy on stage, Maxine.
I see generations here too. You know, I'm just seeing Mr. Deli's daughter is one of the dancers on stage. Yeah. So far in the competition, we have had generations and family lines. So we have the Pashiwak dancers on stage right now.
So while the dancers are on stage, let's take a few ads from our sponsors as we thank them for their kind contributions to today's live broadcast.
I don't really care what they want to say. Tell them.
Boris and his family want to go to Motopola for Goli. His head began to spin. Which one to take? You took like Agadi, Jeep, car, pickup, bus, Honda, Isuzu, Toyota, Subaru, brand new or brand used new. See windshield like a Clewy and Soleila, beckoning him for a test drive. The smell of a brand new vehicle, tantalizing even more. Idi we gadi mweza famajani. His cell transport nuteni lemote piti. Si on vie mal buik feyan. Yes, I'll take that one, Idi. Madame Lady, I like it. Don't say Safadi, that is my side. And she plays her school bag on it. Carlton, Phillips, Motopola, Fokole. Kamene satisfaction pour famille, farmers, bus drivers and individuals for many years. Ready always to meet your transportation needs.
Easier. Need food warmers to keep your meals piping hot? Storage bins to organize all your essentials? We've got you covered. Stock up on our variety of snacks, pantry staples, and household items. Plus, grab your favorite beverages and supplies to keep your day running smoothly. From practical tools to everyday accessories, J. Astaphans and Company is your go-to destination. Simplify your life with Astaphans, your one-stop shop for your household needs. Visit us today. Durable, dependable, and ready for work or play. 10 heads with a stylish Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, blending together bold design and cutting-edge tech. Need luxury and power? The Mitsubishi Pajero Sport has it all. Spacious, sleek, and built for performance. Plus, with genuine parts and expert servicing, we keep your Mitsubishi running like new. Astaphans Auto Center, driven to serve you. Visit us today in Kingfield. Mitsubishi, drive your ambition. We've got everything you need to create the perfect costume. Not sure what to wear this season? Check out our wide range of fabrics. For satin that glides with ease, or tulle as light as a feather. Sparkle brighter than the sun with our sequins. Or purchase our stretch fabrics for that perfect bodycon fit. Don't wait, our shelves are packed, but not for long. Be the star of the parade with our stunning range of fabrics. J. Astaphans and Company Limited, your one-stop carnival shop. Visit us today.
Want to win your way into the road with a stunning hysteria costume? Here is how. Simply spend $100 or more at Astaphans Supermarket and you are automatically entered for a chance to win a free hysteria carnival costume. That's right. Shop, save, and step into the season in style. The more you shop, the better your chances. But hurry, this promotion won't last forever. So head down to Astaphans today. Stock up on your favorites and let the carnival vibes take over. Astaphans. Right place, right price.
In the entertainment industry, Gavin Richards is a media personality known for his strong presence and understanding of music and culture alongside his work as a DJ. His career spans 2 decades, during which he has made significant contributions to both media and entertainment sectors, seamlessly blending his passion for music with his expertise in media. Gavin has served as the former public relations manager for TK International and has also been an executive member of the West Coast Entertainment. A passionate advocate for the arts, Gavin has also served as a judge in a pool of judges for the 2025 Calypso season, a testament to his expertise in music and entertainment. Throughout his career, Gavin has continued to shape the music and media industry, constantly evolving with the times, while maintaining his reputation as a reliable and influential figure in the industry.
Okay. Next, we have Coleridge Bell. With 15 years in the industry, Coleridge Bell is a talented musician, producer, and artist known for his remarkable contributions to music. He was honored with the Bouyon Artist of the Year award at the Caribbean Music Awards, recognizing his talent, innovation, and influence in reshaping the bouyon genre. This prestigious accolade celebrates his outstanding musical contributions, unforgettable performances, and his ability to deeply connect with audiences. Coleridge is a visionary, breaking new ground in bouyon music with unwavering dedication, passion, and artistry. He has also served as a judge for the Cultural Division Jingle Ping Competition, further showcasing his expertise and influence in the music scene.
And these are our 3 judges who will be judging this segment coming up. But before we bring on the acts on stage, we want to say thank you very much to our sponsors, because without them, we'll have no show, right? Because as we know, the Leo Club of Dominica does this event as a fundraiser towards all of their community initiatives. So we really want to say a special thank you to all of the sponsors who have made this show possible.
Starting off with our sponsors, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, The Sign Man Limited.
All right. So
while they thank our sponsors, while they thank their sponsors, thank you to our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. But we are, Maxine, awaiting Bouyon on stage.
The Bouyon Monarch competition, Junior Bouyon Monarch competition. We were just introduced to our judges and a highly esteemed panel of judges, I would say.
Yes.
Wayne Robinson, better known to many of us as used to be Skinny Banton and more recently as Shadow Flow. For some reason, they only gave the what do they call it? Their government names, but they didn't give their stage names.
But all of the things that Mr. Wayne Robinson has
Shadow
in his
Flow
bio.
is a
Shadow Flow is the
lyricist.
one part that was just left out.
Lyricist extraordinaire. From days of the Bouyon Muffin days of WCK. He has really, he's been an outstanding lyricist and now a Calypsonian and very, very, very strong in his lyrical content. Then we have Gavin Richards, of course.
Yes, so the sports presenter.
Sports presenter and DJ extraordinaire.
The Rice Man.
And then we have also Coleridge Bell, known as Mr. Ridge.
Cross the bridge.
Cross the bridge. Who has been, an outstanding and excellent. He has really made a name for himself, standing out from the other Bouyon artists at the Caribbean level. Right now we are welcoming Quandary from the Dominica Community High School, competitor number 1, singing Bouyon lyrics on stage. So far the competitor has not come on stage, but the music is striking up now, so we're going to move across to the stage. So actually this is part of the presentation.
Yes. Seems like they're removing some form of cursing or some form of obscenities on a board.
Where you have
last time I told you, Bouyon is a remedy, and it's true. Take it from me, Quandary. What else to do but promote this artistry to pay my dues to the music industry. Baby, it's a rhythm, perhaps it's the beat. Baby, it's a Congo drum that gets on top of it. They put it in rhythm, versatile and neat. Musical phenomenon, no channel can copy. Follow, 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 follow. Who swim? Follow, 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 follow. I know what's going on, son, I play it, run it on. And now I realize immorality is on the rise. Inappropriate song on the airwaves. In this language, programmer usage can continue to ignore what morality walk on the door. Not only the rhythm, Not only the bass, not only the Congo drum that gets us off of it. They put it in rhythm, versatile and neat. Music a phenomenal, clean lyrics and it's complete. Follow, 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 follow. Oh, swim. Follow, 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 follow. When a little boy made something new, catchy beat, good lyrics too. Oh, your music's the perfect avenue to reach millions and not just a few. So this one song makes it debut. And short lyrics are beautiful too. If you feel there's nothing else to do, first I can make it civil. Oh, sweet, yes, you love the rhythm and the catchy beat. Don't talk about the Congo drum that gets you off of it. They put it in rhythm, versatile and neat. They put it in lyrics and because the lyrics are complete. Follow, 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 follow. Oh, sweet, follow, 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 follow. Once you have the rhythm and the catchy beat and more of the Congo drum that gets us off of it. They positive rhythm, versatile and neat. A positive lyrics and make the bouyon complete. Follow, 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 follow. Oh, sweet. Follow, 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 follow. Oh, sweet. Hi, Granny. That is some boy.
Oh, sweet. Do you sweep,
Oh, they're
Maxine?
still on stage. They're still on stage. It's not finished, apparently.
Big up yourself one day. You don't know say boy, nice to support you. Yeah, you sweep, follow. Nice.
Yeah!
So that was a message from Bouyon artist Nice.
You sweep.
You sweep. You sweep. So sweep is Creole for follow. And so you sweep, follow.
You know it's a slang now, as it. Do you understand? You sweep.
Do you follow?
Do you follow? Quandary. So Bouyon lyrics, a song encouraging clean lyrics in music, a song encouraging wholesome, sorry. That's the word, that's the word spa. Wholesome music. Oh, sweep.
Yes.
All right. It sounded a bit like Calypso.
I would argue, honestly, that was a Calypso. In my mind.
Or can we put it into the old school Bouyon?
No. You see, and this is one of the things that I think is really important is, and I've had this conversation with people, that it is important for us to define what qualifies as Bouyon. It's not just about the tempo.
Is there a definition? But coming up will be...
Well, we look at originally where this thing originated from. True. And that it was a combination of the traditional styles with the soca / calypso such. So there should be an element of this sort of Jinping feel.
Right.
It's a difference in the drum beat. It's a difference in
the music,
in the rhythm. And honestly, I don't think that difference existed. I think that this was a calypso. That's my humble opinion.
But it was a good song, nonetheless.
It was a good song.
But coming up next is
Moxie
Shervy, the
reigning monarch,
with a song entitled Elevate.
Again, we have a presentation going on the screen where she is at her school PSS wearing her crown. And at first when she won, she was being celebrated, and it looks like now they're telling her, check your sing, go with your business.
Boy,
like, who is you?
You're in finish.
So she seems a bit despondent. And the
I
teacher is
understand
encouraging
that you have been facing
her.
a lot of ridicule from your peers since the last time you won the Junior Monarch. However, what I really want you to know is that sometimes in life, with success comes lots of criticism. But you must not let that keep you down, all right? You need to rise above all of that negativity. So go out there, be Moxie Shervy, and be the best that you can possibly be. Good. That's it.
Reality. You don't even know who your friends are anymore. Something good happens to you, they bad talk you. Something bad happens, they rejoice and stab you in the back. But if all you have my confidence, that is what we're going to tell them. And tell them Moxie that said us. Yeah. Friends come and go, but money is for life. So I will hustle hard and fight for what is mine. There is no stopping me. Now it's my time to shine. When you hear Moxie Chevy, just know the ground is mine. Cause I work too hard for them to knock me down. So I'll ignore the hate and the pressure when it comes. Instead I'll stay focused, keep my eyes on the prize. Don't melee with haters until it for the sky. If they vex, they must. If they leave, they lost. All the negativity can't compare to the applause. If they vex, they must. If they leave, they lost. All the negativity can't compare to the applause. I will still win and prosper, get better every day. I will win and prosper, get better every day. While they're stressing, I'll elevate. They're vexing, but I'll elevate. They're plotting, but I'll elevate. While they're stressing, I'll elevate. They're vexing, but I'll elevate. They're plotting, but I'll elevate. In life, I never seek to please people. In life, I only focus on my goal. In life, I stay true to myself. I level up and if they blue vex, that is when I cut them off. If they vex, they must. If they leave, they lost. All the negativity can't compare to the applause. If they vex, they must. If they leave, they lost. All the negativity can't compare to the applause. I will win and prosper, get better every day. I will win and prosper, get better every day. While they're stressing, I'll elevate. They're vexing, but I'll elevate. They're plotting, but I'll elevate. While they're stressing, I'll elevate. They're vexing, but I'll elevate. They're plotting, but I'll elevate. All I can do is talk, try and make me turn luck. When I alone know the price of going up. All I can do is watch my bosses get large. While I leveling up just to show them who in charge. Let it breathe, let it breathe. So right now, I want all you to convince me that's all you in charge of all your own life. If all you're ready to elevate, take one last shot with me. One, if they vex. Two, they vex. One, two, 3. If they vex, they must. If they leave, they lost. All the negativity can't compare to the applause. If they vex, they must. If they leave, they lost. All the negativity can't compare to the applause. I will still win and prosper, get better every day. I will win and prosper, get better every day. While they're stressing, I'll elevate. They're vexing, but I'll elevate. They're plotting, but I'll elevate. While they're stressing, I'll elevate. They're vexing, but I'll elevate. They're plotting, but I'll elevate.
Oh, wow. That was a presentation deserving of a monarch.
We can go to the stage of the World Crown Music Festival with that.
Yeah.
It was given signal band quality production on the stage. You
the
know.
dancers, very well coordinated dancers, good movement on stage. She commands the crowd. Look at the teacher you were talking about. She's there railing them up.
That is not even the teacher I was talking about, Maxine. So it shows you PSS is out and out strong.
Very strong, very strong performance.
And
Again,
that was a bouillon.
Definitely bouillon. Definitely bouillon. And of course, it's produced by a little boy, and so that gives you the idea that it comes from a bouillon producer, which is very important. Very important to use the technical people who know the music. So Moxie Shervy just did a very good job of defending her crown. Let's see how the others come. Right now we have King Zaire, who was the first ever monarch of the Junior Bouyon Monarch competition. And he's come back to see if he can get his crown back with a song written by Ra. King Zaire presenting a song called Bouyon School, written by Derek Ra Peters, who is one of the originators of bouillon music. the grandfather of Bouyon music. Some
Yes.
call him the king of Bouyon music.
So many names.
Regardless of what the name is, definitely he has been a huge influence in the growth of Bouyon music from the origination until now, and he continues to be active.
So the people on the live, good evening, good evening. The people who are tuned in on Facebook and YouTube, of course, send some love, some likes. Send who you think will be our Calypso Monarch or our Bouyon Monarch this evening. Will our Bouyon Monarch go to the community high school, the Portsmouth Secondary, the Goodwill Secondary, the Pierre Charles Secondary, or the Castle Bruce Secondary? Who will be our winners? Will the 2 crowns go to Pearbush with Chavez and the Reverend? Or will the crowns go to Roseau with King Sire and Mighty T? Your guess is as good as mine. I am not a judge.
Or other combinations of the above.
I am guiding you through the evening together with Maxine. And thank you for choosing your nation station, DBS Radio. But King Sire is coming on stage right now. Josiah Fagan singing Bouyon School, written by Derek Ra Peters.
And of course, he's representing the Goodwill Secondary School. King Sire was the first ever Bouyon Monarch. The first year when this competition began, he's the one who won the crown. Yes. And so last year, he was not successful in retaining his crown, and this year he has come back determined that he's going to reclaim what he believes is his. So on stage right now, we see King Sire, we see actually his father.
I want to go back to Bouyon School.
We don't want to send you back to Bouyon School, but they're teaching you in Bouyon School there, they turn it nasty now.
Not nasty business they're teaching in Bouyon School.
You think we should send him back to Bouyon School?
Yeah, I said we could bring him back to Bouyon School. It's okay.
All right, tell us what you're learning in Bouyon School.
Yo, this is King Sire. Mommy, daddy, Bouyon, read him. Ring the bell. School time. Let's go. Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Want to be a Bouyon scholar, earn me bachelor and me master. Be a Bouyon teacher, teaching children about the Bouyon. Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Want to learn the art of Bouyon, like how the world was discovered. That's our roots and culture. All that came from the ancestors. In the passage we remember. Crossing the Atlantic was no pleasure. The pain and hardship that we suffer. From Africa to Dominica. There we go! Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Want to be a Bouyon scholar, earn me bachelor and me master. Be a Bouyon teacher, teaching children about the Bouyon. Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Ancestors for the Bouyon reading. La Boca with Belle Shipping. A fresh version we revealing. Like precious water from the mountain. Mix it up with different genre. That talk of the zouk and compa. Hip hop, calypso, reggae, salsa. DA is the Bouyon maker. There we go! Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Mommy, daddy, I want to go back to Bouyon School. Suki rich, Buddha skinny G. Them man bring the Bouyon nasty. Bouyon now exporting plenty.
boosting up the economy. Ash Malice boy and Marshall boy. Make the bouyon rhythm sweeter. In the cutting the singer Asa. The whole bouyon rhythm conquer. Wow! There we go! Mommy, daddy, out to go back to bouyon school. Mommy, daddy, out to go back to bouyon school. Want to be a bouyon scholar, me bachelor and me master. Be a bouyon teacher, teach the children about the bouyon. Mommy, daddy, out to go back to bouyon school. Mommy, daddy, out to go back to bouyon school. Children, go and do your homework.
Woo, 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 make some noise.
King Zaya. That was a classic bouyon.
Yes, and you could hear it. Very reminiscent of what Derek Peters did for years.
Yes.
Old school bouyon vibes. I liked it.
Yes, definitely. You could feel the writer in that one. You could feel right has a very, very distinct flavor of Ras style of bouyon. And basically he was saying that, bouyon does not have to be dirty. Bouyon can be positive. He had initially on stage his parents who were saying to him, no, we don't want you to sing bouyon because bouyon only teaches you nasty stuff. And he was like, no, there's more to bouyon than that.
Then they said, you know what, my brother?
Show us.
Sing.
And so he brought up the traditional elements that form part of bouyon. Coming up next, we have Onyx, Delicia Coffee.
Dalcia Coffee.
Delicia Coffee from the Pierre Charles Secondary School with a song named Bazudi, written by Anonymous.
Come and tell us who you are.
Onyx coming on
Mr.
stage.
or Mrs. Anonymous. Boy.
Let's see how this presentation begins. And just as a reminder of the judging criteria, we have mastery of lyrics for 25 points, melody for 25 points, rendition for 30, and stage presence also for 30. So that is a total of 110 points. I'm not sure if that is intentional, but that is the score sheet that we have in front of us.
A bar could mean so many things, but this song is for the rum kings and queens.